Chest stays open. As you keep moving, we want to make sure that you're trying to stay in the same place. So we are not allowing our body to go walk forward or back or side to side. The shoulders dropping down your back. Lift the fingertips to the ceiling. Instead of just lifting the arm from the shoulder, try to lift the whole arm nice and straight. Abs tightening, shoulders dropping. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You can add a hop if you'd like. Lift, 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 lift. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3. Last one. And we'll pick up our weight. So you can stand with your legs hips width apart, shoulders dropping down your back, palms facing in towards you by your sides. We'll lift just the right arm out to the side, pull it back, then just your left. And as you alternate your arm motions, make sure that the weight doesn't sway side to side. 4. Shoulders back. Lower abs pull, not just back, but in and up towards your spine. Now you're going to turn your palms forward. Keep the elbows in tight by your hips or waist and bicep curl in. Knees are soft. Tail is heavy. You're already trying to keep your pelvis upright like you're holding a bucket of water there. Hold the arms up, turn the palms to face each other, and rotate in and out like you're clapping. I don't know why you'd clap with your elbows tucked in by your side, but just in case. 4, 2. Now turn your palms to the sky and crisscross. One goes on top, then the other. Again, feel this in the chest. So it's not a lot about, you don't want to feel it in the forearms. That might mean you're holding your weights too heavily, too tightly. Now hold the palms facing up and press both arms out and squeeze back in. So you're pushing out in front of you and then squeezing back in. 5. Pull the arms out and bicep curl in and out. 6. 3. Hold the right arm steady, just the left arm bends in. 5, 4. Shoulders open. Just the right arm. 5, 4. Both elbows bend, turn the palms to face each other. Little pulses up. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2. Alternate punches. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2. Lift your heels, drop your hips a little bit. Again, holding little punches. Up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2. Maybe punch the arms all the way up if you can. Drop the hips a little lower for 5, 4. And come all the way out of it. Keep both weights. Sink into a squat. So you're going to stick your buns back. Roll the shoulders up, back and down so your collar is open. Push both arms up behind you. Little pulses. 10. 6. Drop your hips. Keep the hips low. Circle the arms. 8, 7, 6. Go the other way. 8. 3, 2. Turn your palms to the ceiling. Little pulses up. 8, 7. Hold them up. Squeeze them in. 8, 7. Like your palms stay facing up, but still like you're clapping your thumbs towards each other. 3, 2, hold there, push the arms up, drop the hips lower, maybe even lift your toes and hold for 6. 5, arms higher, squeeze them in tighter, chest is open, and release down. And we'll lower the weights, and we can come all the way down to push-ups. If you'd like to do push-ups on your knees, go for it. Abs are tight, chest is open. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. 5, 6. Hold there. We're going to cross the right ankle over the left if we can. So on top and lower 5 times here. 5, 4. Switch legs. 5, 4. Both feet down, maybe a little wider than hips width. 5 here, last 5. And bend and press back. I don't know why we did 23 push-ups, maybe because it's the year 2023. Let's go with that. And roll up through the center of the back and flip your legs around. So legs come out in front of you. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Flex your feet. Open the collar and push the hips high. Chest is open. Bend and stretch the elbows. 10, 9. Hips higher. 3, 2. Keep the elbows soft. Cross the right ankle over the left. 5 here. 5, 4, 3. Hips higher. 2, 1. Switch sides. Lift up. 5, 4. Both feet down. Lift the hips even higher. Shift the weight back. Last, we'll do 8 here. Just to be even. 4, 3. And release down. So let's do left over right, shin over shin. Stacking. If you need to bring the left leg in front of the right, that's also fine. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Connect the ribs and hips, and the left arm comes out in front of you. Pull it towards you and press out at the same time. So there's activation in the shoulder. Neck lengthens. Waist lengthens. Take the left arm out to the side. Bring the hand behind your head or shoulders and guide it down your back. And then reach with your right arm around and connect the fingertips if you can. Pull them apart. And then lean forward with a flat back. Breathe deep. And then come back and switch. Right leg on top. Stacking your shins. Rolling your shoulders back and reconnecting the rib to hip as the right arm comes out. Pull the right arm in as you press it away from you. Open the collar. Get taller. That rhymed. Excellent. And then bring the right arm out to the side, palm between the shoulder blades. Guide it down your back if you can, and reach to connect to the fingertips, pulling them apart. Keeping the ribs in. If you can connect, lean forward. Straight line. No bowing. And come out of it. Shake that off as you stand up and face into the bar. We'll again check our posture. So your feet are hips width apart. All 10 toes face the same direction. Lift the left leg up to the bar. And if you did what I did and just shifted your right foot into turnout, try to make it parallel again. Square your hips, lift the arms chest height, and lean towards the bar. So you're trying, in a perfect world, to have your feet hips width apart, which means kind of like the pinky side of your foot is still in line with the outside of your hip, making a nice straight line. Sometimes when we bring our foot up, we also cross it closer to the opposite side, like it's in line with our belly button instead of our hip. In order to get all 3 hamstrings equally, it needs to be in line with the hip or the sitting bone. You're going to push your tail back and lean forward. Ooh, and you should drop the heel and feel the calf really dislike it, which is kind of part of the stretch. And then pull your weight back. And then it starts with the standing leg. You're going to turn that leg out. So you turn that out from the hip and then slide your left foot forward. And the foot can go in front of you quite a bit. That's fine. And your right arm is going to lift up and over. So as you lean, side bend over, there's also a tendency here to lean forward. So you want to make sure that your shoulders are stacked right over your leg bone so that if you look up, you're looking under your right arm. And then round over and face the knee. Let the upper body kind of hang, dipping your weight into the heel underneath the bar. Ooh. You should feel a little bit in the side, your lower back maybe. That's a bonus. Bend and push away. All right, shake it off. Reset. Look down at your feet. Make sure, again, they're parallel and that they stay that way as you lift the right foot up. And then again, square the hips. Push your tail behind you as you reach the arms in front. And if you can touch the hands to the bar, you want to pull the bar towards you instead of just holding it and relaxing. So the upper back is active. You're pulling the shoulder blades together, dropping the heel under the bar, pushing the tail behind you, and keeping nice length in the abdominals, ideally. If you can't even touch the bar, don't worry about it. If you're touching your shin or your thigh, you can still put your hands on your thigh and push your butt back. So you're lengthening the crease of the hamstring. Take a nice deep breath here. Pull back first. Again, it's the left leg that will initiate the spin, and then you slide the right foot forward. Drop into the heel, lift the left arm up and over. Opening the side body, taking a deep breath in, and then rounding over to face the knee, nose to knee. Ooh, drop the heel. Pull the abs in, but relax the upper back. One more breath. And then bend and press away. All right, so we're gonna come in closer. We'll face the side to start. So you can pick a hand that's on the bar, whichever makes more sense to your room. And we'll keep the feet hips width apart. So all 10 toes are facing the same direction. You're gonna bend your knees before you can hold the bar, but you're gonna bend your knees and tuck and release your hips. We're not doing seat work, I promise. But if you tuck and release your hips, you'll kind of spin the lower back, squeeze the butt forward and your lower back rounds backwards. And then when you stick your butt behind you and your belly button dips towards the ground, then I want you to find halfway between those two. That should be neutral, where your hip bones are parallel or upright. And we're gonna lift up the heels, that is, and then bend the knees, lowering the hips. So as you lower and lift the hips, focus mainly on your pelvic bowl that we just positioned upright. So if you had a bucket of water in between your hips, when you lower and lift the hips, that bucket of water shouldn't slosh around. You shouldn't be spilling it forward and back. I have to, in my body posture, fight for not letting all the water spill out my belly button because I want to let go. So I have to keep my abs in and keep my tail down. Now, if you might be slightly different and you might have more of a posterior tilt or where you squeeze your butt forward a little bit or push your butt forward, and you may be fighting not to let all the water spill out behind you. The difference is if you go in one direction too much, you're going to feel your knees, and you shouldn't feel this in your knees. So checking first alignment, that your knee, hip, and center of your toe are all in line, making parallel lines with each other. If that's right, then it's probably your ab activation or your glute activation that's allowing your knees to do too much of the work. Lower down and hold. Keep the abs in, because we should feel this in our thighs, right? Hopefully that's apparent. And we're going to circle the hips one direction. I'm already shaking, so it's going to be fun this morning, apparently. 4, 5, 6. It's small. So it's like, not to be gross, but it's like you have a pencil, and go the other way, on your pubic bone, pointed down towards your heels. And that's what's making the circle. So you're not trying to like really make a circle with your butt, right? The circle is small, and it's really with your pubic bone. Now hold in the center, lower straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. Now your quads should tighten. You should feel them not like this very much. But again, check your abdominals, because sometimes when the thighs start to hurt, the abs just let go so the butt or the back can do it. So for me, my lower back is like, I've got you, and it sticks your butt out. It sticks my butt out and lets me do it this way. Now, if you're tighter in the glutes, it's going to be the exact opposite and your back rounds. So either one is wrong. You want to stay upright. 4 more. You'll have a lower back curve. We're not taking that away. Lower and hold. Stay here. I reposition my feet around. Okay, hold there. Stay. Balance. Lower down a little deeper. Stay. Hold. Go a little deeper. Whew. Hold. A little deeper. All right, right there. That's your challenge point. You're as low as you can go with your pelvic bowl upright. Lift your heels a little higher if you can, and lift just your outside arm up. 5. Beauty's in the details. Get it right, and you will feel it. Inside arm comes up maybe. 5, 4, lower. 3, 2, and come all the way up. Now, happiness is we have 2 more sets. Yay! So face into the bar. Heels together, toes apart. So once you come into the bar, you want to make sure you're only elbow to wrist distance away. If you're too far back, you'll lean forward. And if you're too close, you'll pull back. So we want to make sure the whole time, ears over shoulders, over hips, over heels, as you lift the heels up. Now, I say that a lot. Heels over shoulders, over hips. I've been saying it for 25 years, so I don't even hear it anymore, right? So you want to make sure when you lift your heels and lower the hips down and up, you don't just hear it, but you try to like incorporate that into a checklist, because that's exactly what that is. It's like that song about going to the grocery store. So as you lower and lift, you want to feel like the squeeze of the heels is your primary focus, right? Like keeping the heels together, and you don't have to squeeze hard, but keeping some tension in the heels is going to make sure the entire leg is activated, so that you're allowing the back of your leg to help support you as your front of your legs fatigue. Lower and hold, roll the shoulders back, and make sure the neck is long. Looking straight in front of you is sometimes the hardest part. We want to look down, but there's nothing going on down there that we need to look at. Now lower down and hold for a second. Breathe. Check your posture again. Are you tucking your hips? Are you spilling your water out the front? Pull the abs in. Lower down a little deeper. Hold. Stay. Now squeeze the heels 3 times. So you're going to squeeze not in and out. It's in more, in more. Then when we release, we don't let go completely. We just relax. So it's squeeze, 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 release. In, release. Now, if you feel that in your knees, you need to check your posture. So sometimes it's because all your weight's on your big toe. That's why I always feel my knees. If I feel my knees on this, which I don't always, but when I do, it's because I'm rolling in on my big toes. So you want to make sure that you're keeping weight equal even as you squeeze the heels. Squeeze in, release. Squeeze in, release. 3 more. In, release. Last time. Now keep the squeeze, lower the hips. And it doesn't have to be your tightest squeeze. Lower and lift. Inhale down, exhale up. 5, 4, 3. Lower and hold, stay here. Keep the chest open, keep the collar open. Lift your left arm up. Hold here. Abs in. Lift your right arm up. No falling backwards, no swaying. Ribs are in, hips lower 1/2 inch for 4. A little bit more. 3, heels a little higher. 2, and come all the way out of it. Shake it out. I mean, it's not fun, but it's awesome. All right, and then we're going to come to the other side. So you can, or we're not going to use the bar for this one, so you can do what you want. But we're going to come into a wide second. You can even face into your bar. The only danger of facing it is that you lean forward. So as long as you promise me you're not going to pitch your chest forward, you can face the bar. Drop the hips low, come back up. Shoulders back. So if you're like me, you just found yourself rounding forward, chest kind of scooped. We want to keep the shoulders open. Inner thighs pushing back. Lower down and hold. Stay here. Shoulders over hips, abs and ribs together. Lower the hips down. 10, 9, inner thighs back. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to lower down and hold. We're going to lift just your right heel up. Just keep it up and lower the hips again. 8, 7. Feel a little stretch, hopefully through the hamstring, the back of the leg. 4. You can focus on the stretch. It won't be so challenging. And switch. Left heel lifts. 8, 7. Inner thigh still pushes back. Your ribs stay over your hips. Now letting the rib cage splay in front of you. That's a good cheat as well to get other muscles to help you out. Now lift both heels up together. If you need the bar, this is where you would use it. And lower the hips down and up. 8, 7. Yeah, you can still, I Dream of Jeannie is just seemingly more dangerous. 2, lower the hips down and hold. Arms can reach out to a T if you have space. Draw your shoulders down your back. Pull the abs in. Little circles with the arms. Basically just trying to get our brains to forget that our thighs are not happy. Go the other direction. Lower your hips. 4, 3, 2. Lift your arms high. Lower the hips down. Last 10. 9, 8. Lower every time. 5. Lower. 4. Abs in. 3, 2. Let them shake. Hold 5. Ribs in. 4. Let them shake. And come all the way up. If you were here, you would see all the springs of my Cadillac shaking. Okay, shake out the legs. Right hand to right foot. So you're going to face into the bar. Hold the bar with your left hand. Right hand catches the foot. Left knee bends. Push your hip forward. Push your thigh back. So the knee should be facing the floor. So reassess if you're turning out. Push the hips forward and pull the thigh back, or push the foot into the hand. It's also a good way to build tension. And switch sides. Bend your right knee. Push the hip forward. Push the thigh back. Open the collar. Breathe. Abs tight, tight, tight. And then release. And we'll come down to the floor. Big toes touch. Knees are open roughly to fist width. Fingertips come facing the toes. You're going to roll the collar open and push the hips up really high. And once you get the hips up high, bend the elbows maybe. Keep the collar open. Shake the neck. And then come all the way out of it. Bring your knees back together. And let's slide your right foot forward. So in your lunge, your exaggerated lunge, slide your foot as far forward as you can without rolling out. So your big toe again has weight, your pinky toe has weight, and your left hip is the focus. So you're trying your best to get your left hip to go all the way down to the ground. Now, whether it ever happens or not is not necessarily the goal. It's just that that's what we're trying for. Roll the collar open, flex your front foot, back your weight up, square your hips, and lean into your split. So when you come into your split, your right foot goes forward, making sure that, again, it's in line with your sitting bone. So you're not letting your foot cheat in towards the center of your body or go too far out. Once again, we have 3 hamstrings and we want to work them all at the same time. Flex your foot, pull back. Hands come a little wider so that you have more room to open your chest and stick your buns behind you. Squaring your hips. So it's like both sitting bones have the same distance from the wall behind you. We're not shifting your hips here. Take another deep breath in. And then circle your right leg behind your left foot comes forward. Sliding, dropping your right hip down. Shaking your head out. Breathing deep in through the nose and out through the mouth. Flex your left foot, pull back. Square your hips and push into the split. And as you come into the split, you're going to go forward. Stretching the toes. Still lengthening the upper back, which is the last little piece that will add more tension and work to the legs, that the shoulders can't take the tension away. Flex your foot, pull back. Hands come a little wider, tail pushes behind you. Toes reach towards your nose. Breathe deep. And then bend, stamp down on your left foot, bring your right foot behind, tail goes straight up to the sky, and head drops down. And shake it out. Switch the other leg in front. Tail high, head low. And take your feet a little wider than your hips and walk yourself between your legs. You're going to push down to the floor and lift your hips high to the sky. Bend your knees, hands to your thighs, and slowly roll up. Articulating through the spine. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. All right, we're going to come into the bar. And we're going to hold on to it with both hands and walk ourselves back. So we're going to end up in fold over today. So you're going to walk yourself back. In your fold over, remember that there's no right or wrong, except it's going to hurt no matter what. So you might as well do it right. So you're going to lean forward. And if we're leaning forward in our ironing board and you look at yourself in your camera and you see that you're rounding your back, you're going to take that in weird spots. So open the collar, pull the bar so your shoulder blades are open or squeezing towards each other, chest is open, bend both knees, tail is out, pull with your left hand, push into your right hand as you lift the right leg straight back behind you. Once you get the right leg behind you, I want you to tap the floor almost and come back up. You don't actually have to hit the floor. Sometimes when we go that far down, we feel like our abs completely relax. So we want to make sure that it's abs on the way down, glutes on the way up. Abs, glutes, abs, glutes. And they do work together. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to keep the leg up behind us and we're going to turn the leg into turn out and then back to parallel. So you're turning the knee out, turning the knee down, out and down, out and down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Now keep it in turn out, and we're going to bend the knee towards your same elbow and kick it back out. So as we do this, there's a tendency to want to round the back. Make sure the back stays in the same position. We bend in, we kick it out. 4, 3, keep it high as you stretch it out. 2, keep the leg straight and in turn out, little pulses. 9, 8, abs in. 4, 3, 2, hold there, bend the knee, keep the turn out, and lift it like a boy dog peeing on a hydrant. Up, up, up. Lean to the right. 4, 3, 2. Now little circles, the whole leg from the hip. Again, so if you had a marker on your body, it would be your knee that has it, but it's starting at the hip. Go the other way. 8, drop your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold here, lift your left heel if you can. And we're again going to go to turn out, from turn out to parallel and back to turn out. So it's like a little chicken wing flapping down, then up. Knee goes down, then out. 4, 3. You might feel your left side a lot. That's not wrong. Your abs could work harder. Hold the knee in parallel, push the thigh bone up. Up, squeeze the right butt cheek, pull the abs tight. 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay right there. Hold, squeeze the right butt cheek, but take the left hand off the bar. Maybe reach it behind you for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Shake it out. There is no way not to feel that. If you didn't feel that, oh good, see, we're getting warm even though it's like 20 degrees out. Okay, then come back into fold over. Roll your shoulders back, bend your knees, stick your butt out, so lengthen your lower back, pull with the right hand, push into the left as you lift the left leg up. Once you get the hips parallel, the ribs in, lower the left leg almost all the way down and lift it back up. Abs down, glutes up. 5, 6. One more. We're going to hold the leg up and we're going to go turn out and parallel. Turn out, then parallel. Turn out, parallel. 5, 4, 3. You may notice you don't have as much turnout on one side than the other. Hold the leg and turn out, bend the knee in and kick it out. Bend in, lift it up as you push it out. 5. No back changes. 6. Hold the leg straight. Keep it in turnout. Little lifts. Little lifts. Squeeze the butt. Lift higher. Lift higher. Abs in tighter. Ribs up. 2, 1. Bend the knee. Lift here. Squeeze the buns. Up. Up. Lean to the left. 4, 3. Abs in. Little circles. 5. Shoulders drop. Abs in. Go the other way. Lift the leg higher every time. Squeeze the buns deeper. 2, 1. Maybe lift the right heel. Bring the leg to parallel and back out. Parallel and turn out. 5, 6. Hold it in parallel. Push the thigh straight up. Up. Squeeze the buns. Squeeze it harder. Lean to the left. 4. Squeeze. 2. Hold there. Take the right arm away. Maybe reach it behind you for 5. 4. Higher with the thigh. And release. All right. Shake it out. Shake it out. Shake it out. Back away from the bar. So just make sure you're not too close. And your hands are going to come to the floor. So we're kind of folded over, holding the floor. Bend your right knee and shift all your weight to the left butt cheek. So you're leaning into the outside of the hip, relaxing your head down. And then switch sides. Digging into the right hip and releasing down. Bend both knees, hands to the thighs, and slowly roll up. And we're going to come to under the bar. So under the bar, shoulders against the wall, butt is not. We are not sinking. Oh, wouldn't it be nice to sink right now because we're tired and we just worked really, really hard. But we're not sinking. We're not done yet. So you're going to lift the collar, stick your buns out, lift the left leg straight up over your hip. Draw your shoulders down your back, lengthen behind the knee even more, and then switch legs. Roll the collar open, push the tail down, open the heart again. Both hands to the back of the calf. Roll the shoulders, drop. Fingertips can reach up to the ceiling, which does help with the shoulders opening. And clap and open the legs. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2. Hold the legs hips width apart. Pull them straight in. Straight in. Feel like you're lengthening your hamstrings, sticking your butt out, opening your chest. Keep the right hand where it is. Push the left hand under the bar. Circle the left leg. Circle the other way. 4, 3, 2. Hold back onto the left. Push up with the right. Push the hip down. Circle. 4, 3, 2. Get the legs straighter. 4, 3, 2. Push both hands up. Circle. 4. Away from each other. It's fine. And then go the other way. Keep pushing up. Clap the legs together. Closer to the bar. 9, 8, 7. Closer. 4, 3, 2. Hold on with just the right hand to the right leg. Let the left leg go down. 8, 7. Shoulders back. 5, 4, 3. Hold on to the left. Push up with the right. Lower. 8. Keep the chest open. 4, 3. Closer to you every time. Hold back on both legs. Reset. Shoulders open. Chest is open. Flex your feet. Clap the legs. 8, 7, 6. Bring them closer to you. 3, 2. Keep the legs hips width apart. Flex your feet. Open the collar. Push both hands up. Scissor one leg down and then the other. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. One more each side. Hold back on. Reset. Roll the shoulders back. This is it. We're going to push both hands up and clap the legs together. Push, clap, clap, clap. 8, 7. Closer. Straighter. 4, 3, keep them clapped or together and pull in. I can't talk. 4, 3, 2, and round over. Okay, that was fun. It's over. We don't have to do that again. Walk your hips all the way back. When you get all the way stuck in, bend the knees in. Hands to the front of the bar. Draw your shoulders down your back. Lengthen behind the lower back. So we're not smushing the belly button in. We're going to pull down, lift both legs up. Pull down, lift. Pull down, lift. You'll get way higher with your legs if you're not tucking your tailbone under. So we want to make sure your sitting bones are digging straight down into the floor. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to lift, clap, open, drop. Lift, clap, open, drop. 3. Shoulders down. 5, 6. That out. Now we're going to pull down, lift the legs up, and keep them clapping. 10, 9, 8. 4, 3, 2, 1. Round over. Walk your hips back. We're going to bend your right knee and keep your left leg long. Push up into a goalpost. Butt is out. We're going to lift just the bent leg. 3, 2, 1. Just the straight. 3, 2. Now bend the straight leg and straighten the bent leg. And again, just lift the bent. 3, 2, 1. Feel the difference. 3, 2, 1. Now lift both and switch. Both and switch. If you're dragging, you're dragging. Hips should stay back against the wall. Pressure up should help you keep your shoulders down your back and your lats activated. 3, push to lift. Push to lift. Use your arms and your abs together to move the legs. 1 more. Hold there. We're going to reset because we're going to do that in the air, hopefully. Make sure that you do not let your knees turn out. So the knees face the sky. Press up, push your butt back, lift and switch. 8, 7, 6, 5. Push up harder. 3, 2, and round all the way over. Come back in, keep your legs long, but turn them out. So you're going to turn out, your toes can reach, but your heels do not have to touch. Hands to the inside of the bar. Your legs are hips width apart, in other words. So you're going to push forward, pull the abs in, lift both legs up. Push forward to lift. Push forward to lift. You should feel your inner thighs really helping you in turnout. 4, butt back. Turnout might be harder for you to get out of your lower back. So pay attention. Now we're going to lift, click your heels and open and drop. Lift, click. Lift, click. Lift, click. 5, 4, higher every time. 3, shoulders back. 2, 1. Now we're going to click the heels together or crisscross. So up to you. We're going to push the arms forward, draw the shoulders back, lift, and either click or cross. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and round over. We are going to forego the next stretch because I don't know where I lost time today, but we're going to come into plank. So just come away and come right into plank because guess what? Time management, not happening. On your mark, get set, go. I know that's what you pay me for, but some days I get it wrong. All right, you point and flex, shoulders drop, chest is open, abs are in, rocking forward and back. And wherever you are, pause. Take your right leg up off the floor and tap the ceiling with it. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2. Switch legs, lift. 8, 7. More buns. Lower both feet and alternate knee drops. They do not have to touch the floor. Try not to shimmy the shoulders as you alternate knee drops. 6, 5, 4, 3. Both legs straight. We have 9 seconds left. Lengthen the spine, open the collar, eyes forward. And lower down and push back into child's pose. Head drops, collar may open. Hold another breath. And roll up. And we'll flip around so we can do rolling like a ball. So your legs are in front of you, bent. Arms reach out, find your C curve. Scoop the abs, lift one leg, then the other. Elbows wide, eyes to the knees. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, come up. Inhale, back. Exhale, up. You can keep going as like this, or you can add a teaser in the middle and bend. Roll back, roll up, teaser and bend. 7. One more. Hold there, open the collar, breathe for 5, arms higher, 4, 3, bend the knees and lower just halfway back. Make sure your tail is out, hands come behind your head, but you're not moving the upper body. Just single leg, stretch the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Add the twist, 8, 7, 6, 5. Higher every time. 4, 3, 2. Both legs stretch up, head down, hands by your sides. No crossing the ankles, reverse crunch. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and cross the right in front of the left for a second and just push the legs away and come back up. Flex to push away, point to come up. 3, one more time. Keep the legs crossed, curl up head, neck, and shoulders, little crunches. 8, 7, 6, higher, push the legs away. 4, 3, 2, keep the crunch, lower the legs, hold. 5, arms higher. 3, 2, lower the head and the hands, cross the other way. Push the legs away. 4, flex to lower, point to lift. You may notice a difference side to side. Keep the legs over your hips, curl up, little crunches, then maybe lower the legs away to make it more challenging. 4, 3, 2, hold the crunch, lift the arms, lower the legs. 5, 4, 3, 2, come back up, bend the knees, open the collar, push the legs away and turn out and crisscross the legs. 8, 7, then lift the arms higher if you can. 4, 3, 2, and release. Arms and legs stretch away from center. Pull the right knee in and pull it right across the body for a knee down twist. Take a deep breath in and then come back to center and do the other side. So pull it right in and go right across. Look towards the left. And we'll come back to center, feet hips width apart, hands on the floor. Roll the spine up, hold your shoulder bridge. So we're not going into the supported hip lift. Hold the shoulder bridge, rib to hip connection is tight. Hands down by your sides. And we're gonna lower the hips almost all the way down and lift them back up. Keeping weight in the shoulders. If it's easier for you to do this with your arms up, you're welcome to do that. We just wanna make sure you are not into your neck. 5, 4, 3, ribs in nice and tight. Hold the hips up, little tucks. 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, hold there, keep the squeeze of the glutes, lift the heels, and again, tuck. 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, lower the heels, lift the toes, and tuck. Make sure the inner thighs aren't fanning out to the sides of the room. Lower the feet all the way flat. Again, little tucks. Last 10, 9, 4, 3, 2, keep the squeeze. And lower down. Grab your band if you have one and stretch up on your left foot, up in the air. Heel reaches away, shoulders drop down your back. Holding the band as low as needed to get your shoulders to be out of your ears. And switch legs. Again, stretching the leg up in the air, reaching the heel, dropping the shoulders, pulling the leg in, lengthening behind the waist as well. So you're digging your hips into the ground, reaching your heel to the sky. And then take the band away. Both legs come straight up over your hips, hands to the inner thighs, open the legs and circle the ankles. The other way. Hands to the outer thighs, hug the knees in, roll up, and bring your legs wide, really wide. And one arm comes down the inside of one leg, the other goes up and over. And then the other side. Side bending as deeply as you can. And then coming up and shaking your legs back and together. Thank you. Happy Thursday.